Okay, so what we are doing today is we are repairing my shattered Blackheart eyeshadow that I got from Hot Topic. What we have is a canister with a spray bottle of isopropyl alcohol, crucible thing to mix it up in, some toothpicks to break up any large chunks, and a knife to put it back in the pan, and a napkin to press out any excess water. So start by opening this up. Oh, and you can see how completely destroyed that is. So first I'm gonna tap what I can into there and move this back over here a little. I'm gonna start breaking it out of the pan. And that's what we're left with. I think I'm gonna end up having to rinse a lot of the makeup off of this in order to get it all properly cleaned up. So that's it for this right now. We are going to move on to just mixing in here, but I'm gonna adjust the camera to do that better. Okay, so I'm going to take my toothpick and I'm just gonna break up any big chunks that I've got. There aren't many because this did arrive completely fucking shattered. So just tap around, poke it in with your toothpick. So now that it's broken up, I'm gonna take my squirt bottle of alcohol and I'm just gonna squirt a little bit in there. So that was just a couple drops. And then we're going to start stirring until it starts to come together. And the advice that I've seen on this is that it's like pizza dough, that you want the clumps to come together but not to get runny. And that appears to be pretty much just what's happening. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video, and I'm going to rinse out and dry off my little pan that I'm not going to try to separate. Well, you know what, actually? There's still enough product left in here that maybe I can mix in a bit better. Then I would get so much more use out of it. Because this is a really, really pigmented product. This is the Blackheart eyeshadow from Hot Topic, and it really shows up really well. So just even a teeny tiny little bit, like what's left in there, you can see how bright it is. Like there's a lot there. So I want to see if I can get as much as possible. I think that's slightly better, but yeah, I'm going to turn the camera off and rinse this little guy. So next time you see him, it should be clean. Okay, our pan is now clean and dry, and I did end up using a Q-tip to clean and dry this so that it wouldn't be an issue. And now you can see the little skull, which wasn't visible before. But yeah, we're going to attempt to scrape into the pan from our little bowl, and I'm going to use a knife. Oh yeah, and this has a really good clay-like texture. Maybe I did get it to be the right texture. So, get what extra I can out. I think that's as good as I'm going to be able to do. So, we're here in this little pan, and we're going to try to just gently sort of smush and spread it out. Maybe I'll use the end of a lipstick, because I can always wash that off, right? Okay, that's not so bad, but I did kind of get a lot of product on that. All right, and then this is also Blackheart. And then you're supposed to put an absorbent cloth over it and press out the excess alcohol. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm hoping that not all of the product is going to come up. Oh, you can actually see how wet that looks. Like there's a lot of alcohol getting pressed out of there. So let's fold over some more and see what we can absorb. Okay. So let's see, I'm gonna gently, oh. Okay, well, that's pretty pressed in there. Now we're gonna, I guess, wait 24 hours and see how she does. So we'll be back tomorrow. Bye. Hi there. Okay, so we are back 18 hours later to test out the repaired Blackheart product. I can tell you right now, it looks good, but I'm gonna put on some makeup before we test that out. So let's get started. Okay, so here we are. I like my makeup to look like I've been crying for 3 days and don't have my shit together, because that's accurate. So I've got my little Blackheart product here. This is an eyeshadow that can also be used as a highlighter, because I am using a tinted moisturizer right now instead of a foundation. I don't think I need highlight because I'm looking a little bit shiny already. I think that needs to settle down a bit. But here is what the product looks like when it's all fixed up. Oh, you know what? I can't see shit without my glasses on. Like, I'm gonna have to repair, or have to take them off to test this anyway, but there we go. So that's what it looks like, all pressed back down into the pan. I know it looks like it's hitting pan there, but it's not. That's just what happened with the way that I was swirling the lipstick around to press it into the pan. But so it looks pretty good, and right now we're gonna see what happens when I put it just on my brow bone and on the inner corners of my eyes. So I'm just using a little round brush here. It's fairly stiff, but again, after 18 hours of sitting and putting this back together, I think it looks okay. Like, let's I can't see well enough in my little monitor to apply this, but let's see what happens when I use a mirror. I can't actually tell which side of the brush has it on it. Oh, okay, it's showing up. It's not showing up super great. Like, when this powder was loose, it was really, really, really bright. And now it needs like a heavier hand digging into the pan to put it on, because obviously it's not just like loose and you're picking up a ton of product right away. But that's a pretty bright glow there going on my brow bone compared to the other, for sure. Okay, so definitely showing up. It's not as bright as it was when it was completely shattered, but it's also not getting powder all over everything and not turning my clothes silver. So, and yeah, let's do a little inner corner action here. Okay, I think that's in focus. So yeah, you can see there and there, like, fixing this appears to have worked. I like it, and I think that, yeah, the repair process of taking my little powder and soaking it in alcohol, turning it into a Sculpey clay, and putting it back into its pan has been a fairly effective process. So yeah, if you have something that gets completely fucking shattered, this is a good way to fix it. And yay, don't have to buy a new product. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more, and you have a great day. Comment with other fixes you've used for makeup in the past. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!